What's going on, everybody? Tactical Grizzly Bear here. All right, this video is going to deal with a couple prepping items that I prep, and I just suggest to everybody out there for when the lights go out. All right, now power outages happen all the time, whether it's just something small like for about an hour to something a little bit more catastrophic like Superstorm Sandy. I think it took New Jersey about 4 weeks to get power back on to its customers there in New Jersey. So if it takes that long, what are you going to do when the lights go out? It gets dark. During the daytime, that's all fine and dandy. But when the lights go out, you are definitely going to need something to illuminate your house, because even at night we're still up. It's not like when the sun goes down you automatically go to sleep. So here's the two prepping items that I highly suggest is candles. Now, these are the candles that I use. These are the candles that I get because, you can go out and get those big, what are they, the smelling Yankee candles, but they cost a lot of money. They cost like $10, maybe even a little bit more, depending on what kind of fragrance that you get or anything else. I get these. These are the traditional Santa Rosa candles, okay, that you see in the churches and stuff like that, okay? Some of them have some religious depiction on them, and some of them are just like this one right here. This cost $1.50 at my grocery store, all right? So I've got a bunch of these. These things last a really long time, too. I can have this burning for probably 12 hours a night, and it'll last at least 3 nights. And when it gets down to here, it's kind of hard. We got wood sticks to stick down there. We light the wood stick and put it in there. But, when it gets down here, it's a little harder to light. Can't really light it with a lighter, but you get a lot of illumination. Like I said, at least 3 full nights with one candle. All right. Now, if something happens, you're not going to have the candle on or candle lit, for 8 to 12 hours. All right. Once you go to sleep, in all honesty, you can just blow out the candle. So this, in reality, if you use it correctly, that could last literally over a week, maybe even 2. Just have it lit for a couple hours a night while you're getting ready for bed or whatever. Okay. Now the next item is what I would call my main source of lighting if the power were to go out. And remember, the power, that could be something as small as just a little power outage, freaking something happened, a wind knocked a tree limb onto a wire or something like that. Or it could be an EMP pulse, which personally I believe is one of the number one threats of our country right now, because not only an EMP pulse, I gotta quit saying that. EMP pulse, electromagnetic pulse. Anyways, it's like ATM machine, automatic teller machine. All right, so with that, it could be something large, and as a EMP, and an EMP can be natural and it can be man-made. So you got like the double whammy right there, okay? That's why I believe that an EMP is probably, at least in my book, number one threat for like a doomsday kind of scenario where the lights aren't going to come on, all right? So what I like about this is a hurricane lamp. And what I like about this, and even the candles, okay, is that it serves a double purpose. You can get a battery-operated lantern, and that's fine. Once your batteries are dead, you have to put new batteries in. But a battery-operated lantern serves one purpose, light. These two serve 2 purposes, light and heat. Right up in here, right up on top, you got heat coming out of here, and it's pretty warm. I mean, for this small of a room, you know, the little closet that I have underneath the stairs, my little office, this thing is going to keep this place nice and toasty. All right. I mean, you know, for a normal sized room, 2 or 3 of these are going to keep that room at a comfortable temperature, even in the wintertime. This is what they used. This is what they used in you know, the 1800s. This is what they still use in cabins up in Alaska, up north, and you know, anybody that has a cabin, this is what they still use. Yeah, they have a fireplace and everything else, but this is a good source of heat. This candle, again, it's small, but you're getting some heat off of that. I mean, that's enough to warm up your hands. If you come out from the outside, you put your hands over there like that, you know, you can really, I can feel the heat. That's where it gets hot. That's where it gets hot. I mean, in all reality. So I just wanted to kind of show you these. All right. Now, the thing about the hurricane lamps, they use oil. You know, these hurricane lamps, I think you could pick up for about $10. You can go to antique shops, and depending on the ornateness of them, you know, how artful they are and everything else. I mean, they can go from $10 to $20 or something like that. The oil, I think, is like $7 or something to that effect. So, I mean, this is a good budget-friendly prepping item that I think everybody should have. And I understand that probably a lot of you preppers out there, you know, have already thought about this and have this, okay? But the reason why I'm doing this video is because I believe that there are still a lot of preppers out there, especially new preppers out there, that are relying on technology as far as like those Coleman battery operated lanterns with the LED lights and things like that. Okay. Personally speaking, even if you have those, get a couple of these, even if you have solar. Okay. Because I tell you what, my personal belief, an EMP hits of such magnitude that's going to take out the entire grid. It's going to take out your solar panels too. It's going to take out whatever you have running from the solar panels to your power source that powers the lights in your house. So, you know, don't rely on all that technology, because one day that technology may not exist anymore. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, these are tried and true. They have been tested throughout time. All right, they've been using candles for thousands of years, and they've been using hurricane lamps for probably at least 100 years or more than that. Okay, I mean, there's always been, I think, even in Egypt, they had freaking oil-based lamps, okay, that they lit and stuff like that. So, you know, that could be even going up to 1,000 years. But as far as hurricane lamps, I think it's like the 1800s, so at least 100 years or so. All right. But there you go. This is my video, and this is what it is. When the lights go out, turn back on the lights, because I don't need this anymore. Blow these out. So there's my video. If you have any other suggestions, go ahead and make it comments down below. If you have any other suggestions or whatever, I urge you to make a video, okay? I'm Tactical Grizzly Bear.